Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel, and I'm painting today Sunday. So happy weekend to all of you. If you're still on Saturday, happy Saturday to all of you guys. And today we'll be painting a yellow rose, and I just want to paint a flower today because as I've already mentioned in my previous videos, I keep changing my subject from one subject to another. Like for example, I did a landscape yesterday, so I want to do a flower today. So let's begin now. All right, as regards the reference image for this painting tutorial, I will do my best to trace the link to the image that I'm using for this. All I'm sure of is that this is a copyright free image. So I'll try to check it out from Pixabay or Pexels. I'm not really sure because I think I downloaded this in 2019. So it's been 2 years. But for sure it should be available there, somewhere there. So anyway, I'll be linking in the description box below the reference image if I find it. And I'll be sketching now first the subject before we do the painting, the actual painting. So, oh, by the way, I haven't told you the colors that we'll be using for today's tutorial. So we have burnt sienna, mid yellow. You can also use your cadmium yellow, black, and then titanium white. So just 4 colors. Let's begin now, guys. I'm gonna sketch first my subject, and of course, for the sketching part, since we're doing a yellow rose, I'll just use my yellow paint in sketching the subject. So just sketch your yellow. I'm not sure if it's going to be visible for you, but I'm just gonna use yellow. For sure it will be generally visible. Okay, so for the rose, it's like this. All right. Okay. Like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna switch to my black. I'm just gonna get my black. All right. Let's sketch now. Okay, something like that. All right, so basically that's it. That's the general shape of our yellow rose. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my brush out. Okay, let's underpaint the yellow rose. So I'm gonna use my burnt sienna plus mid yellow. This is just for the underpainting. All right, like this. And I'm gonna use this color to underpaint my yellow rose. Okay, now I'm just gonna use my pure yellow. Try to lighten this part of the flower. All right, like that. Okay, I'm gonna use now my pure yellow, but I'm not washing my brush. I'm gonna add tiny bit of white. Okay, again, I'm not washing my brush. We're going to color this side. Okay, now I'm going to use the same color of brown and yellow mixture, but I'll be adding more brown this time. And I'm gonna color the back petals that we see here. If you're wondering, we're painting a yellow rose, but then I'm using brown. That's because yellow, when we're painting natural object, we should not really limit the color of the object to what we know we see, all right? Because nature has it has a lot of variations when it comes to colors. We call it yellow flower, but then we're only naming it after the general color of the subject, and that is yellow. But we're not really naming the flower as yellow type of kind of orangey flower. We don't really name flowers like that. For example, red rose, it's not really red or just pure red. There's some sort of black in there, some sort of violet color in there, but we only name things after the general characteristics of that thing. All right, I hope I'm making sense, guys. All right, like that. So we're basically done underpainting it. But I kind of want to... All right, let's make some definition right here. Okay, I'm just gonna use my black and brown, okay, just to create that space. All right, like that. Now, if you're wondering why I did not add green color to our palette today, that's because we will be using green oxide, and I can do that by mixing black and yellow. So I want you to get your yellow, tiny bit of black, right? You can see how I will create the green color that I really like. Okay, so this is the green oxide that I want. You can add tiny bit of white if you like. Okay, and maybe more yellow if you want it to be more yellow greeny. So this is basically the I hope you can see that, the mixture that I want. And if you're asking why I'm using my brush and mixing my colors, I really don't mind using my paintbrush and mixing. Some painters just use their palette knife and mixing, following rules and all that stuff. I don't really follow rules, guys. So yeah. All right, I'm just gonna use this color. To paint this, what do you call that? That cup of the rose. Okay, I'm gonna use more black this time, and that is for this side. Okay, remember to use yellow just to not make it appear that it's just pure black. We don't want that. We kind of want it to give it some green color, although it's dark. Okay. Okay, there's a bug. Okay, I'm gonna use again my black. Okay, and then the greens. Oops. And I'm going to highlight the edges of this part. Okay, like that. Okay. So I'm just lightening the right side because this is where the light is coming from. All right. Okay, so basically we're done under painting. We'll just add more detailing, all right? So I'm gonna mix my yellow and white. I think I need to get more yellow because I use a lot of yellow for the plant, for the green color. I'm gonna mix my white and then yellow. Okay, maybe this kind of yellow. Okay, it's milky yellow. All right, and then I'm gonna highlight this part of the flower. And in effect, actually double layering it. And as always, I'll be using my fingers for blending purposes. Okay, more yellow. Okay, also here, don't forget that space here. Okay, now I'll be using this yellow to highlight this part of the petal. I'm kind of pulling it towards the right. And by doing that, you can actually create already the details of the flower, the patterns that we see on the flower. Okay, I'll be highlighting the edges. I'm just using the milky yellow that we already have here. Right. I'm gonna use more white. Okay. Again, just use some light yellows. Then just along this area, like that. Also here. All right, like that. Okay, also along this area. Okay, just pull down. All right. Now I'm gonna use the yellow brownie color that we already had earlier. Just gonna help blend the colors. I'm adding some pure yellow, just yellow, guys. Okay, like that. Also here, some yellow. I'm gonna get my white, kinda highlight. Okay, now I want to create some shadow. So get your burnt sienna. I think I got a lot of white. I'm gonna mix that again with yellow. All right, like this. And I'm gonna create some shadow, all right? Like that. And then I'm gonna remove the excess water and try to pull down. And then darken this area. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of, oops, that's a lot of black, but I'm just gonna remove that. And then let's continue. All right. Okay. We're going to darken this area. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna get my white and I'm going to highlight this part. Alright, like that. Tiny bit of highlight there. I'm gonna mix with some green. Okay, maybe I'm gonna add tiny bit of yellow. Okay, and also here. Okay. I'm gonna get my black and just darken the left side. Let me check. All right, this is good. Okay, create, I wanna fix this part. All right, like that. Let's just fix this. Okay, what do you think? Right, this is nice. But I'll fix the petal even more because I think it's looking a little bit weird. Okay, I'm gonna get the yellow brownie mixture and I'm gonna go around the petal again. Okay. All right, just like that. I'm gonna get my yellow. Okay, I'm trying to give it some sort of light. Okay. And then more white. Okay, now I need to right. If you see that, like I made a little editing right there. Okay, I'm just gonna get my white and pull towards the right. All right, like that. And here. Okay, I'm gonna use again the brownie color for the shadow, and kind of want to delete that harsh lines. Let me check. Okay, we're getting there. I need to make some more corrections. Let's make the petal quite irregular. Let me check. Okay, we're doing good. Okay, I'm gonna get again my brown. All right, I'm gonna get my brown, but I'll be using a lot of water this time. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, this technique that I'll be doing next, but I'm just gonna glaze this part of the leaf because it's kind of, I want it to be really separate from this petal. All right, so I'm gonna glaze it. I'm gonna delete it if it does not work. So I'm gonna use black and brown watered down mixture, and I'm just gonna use that to kind of darken this area. I know you probably think it's a weird technique, but I'm using that. I've been using that technique for a long time already. So if it does not work for you, it's all right. You can do whatever you want with your painting, but I kind of like how natural looking my painting looks. Oops, it's too dark. All right, like that. Okay, I really don't know how this looks like, but I think we're doing good, right? Yeah, I think we're good. Just gonna add some greeny colors. Very subtle, okay? Because we still want to play with light, okay? Just gonna glaze it with some green color without removing the darkness. Okay, the light is already approaching me, the sunlight, but we're almost done anyway, so we're almost done, so don't worry. Okay, it's nice. All right. I think this is good, guys. This is really good. So I'm gonna clean it. It's not really necessary for you to see it, but just to really give you a real-time painting tutorial, I want to show you how I clean it. All right. And then again, I kind of want to highlight really this part of the flower. I'm using white, but I'm blending it with the yellow, so it doesn't really look weird. All right, like that. Okay, so I think I have to sign this now because this is all right. Right, guys? We're done with the rose. Yay! Or maybe not. I just want to remove that harsh brown line that I see. Or maybe I'm just gonna fix that one. It's looking weird. Yeah, yeah, okay. What do you think, guys? I am just over. I really don't like that harsh lines, so I'm gonna thin down that harsh lines. I don't want it super thick. Right, like that. Okay, and again, just gonna fix some areas. All right, that's it, guys. That's it. So we're done. Yay, we're done, guys. So I'm gonna sign this now. I haven't signed it. By the way. Okay, so for the signature, I'm just gonna use my black. I'm gonna sign right here. And we're done. We're done! Yay, guys! So we're done. I hope you enjoy this flower painting tutorial. If you're painting along with me, let me know. Tag me on your social media posts if you're posting your paintings, or just let me know. Message me or anything like that. Just comment on my Facebook if you're painting along with me. Share this video with your friends. Like this video. There's a like button down there. And let other people know that I exist. So see you in my next video, guys.